Chapter 26. 15 minutes later, Sierra and Benny strolled back around the corner, trying to act as casual as possible. Police cars and ambulances filled the street, their angry red lights pulsating against the brick buildings. "What happened?" Benny asked an ornery-looking paramedic with a potbelly and salt and pepper mustache. "Nothing," he grunted, tossing his equipment into the back of his truck. "Another prank call? Stupid kids." "What do you mean, nothing?" Sierra demanded. "I mean," the medic lit a cigarette and glared at her. "Some kids called up and said there's a dead guy in the basement, but there ain't. So nothing. Nada." "Are you sure? Did you check the whole place?" "Who do you think you are, kid?" the medic growled. "You made the call, huh? You know it's illegal to prank call 911, right? Let me see if I can get one of the cops to come and have a word with you." As if on cue, a police officer walked out of the basement. He was young, with startling blue eyes and a severe frown. "What's the problem?" Benny grabbed Sierra's wrist. "Sierra, come on." They fast walked around the corner. When they made it out of earshot, Sierra threw her hands up in exasperation. "It doesn't make sense. You think Manny could have walked away in the state he was in?" "I don't know," Benny said, gazing back toward the flashing police lights. They rejoined the rest of their group in a small park and told them what happened. The late afternoon turned to gray dusk around them as Brooklyn settled into another summer night. "What do you mean he wasn't there?" Izzy demanded. T put a calming hand on her girlfriend's shoulder. "I mean," Sierra said, "for the 15th time. That's what the angry EMT guy said. And then some young-ass cops started looking a little too interested in us and we split. What else can I tell you?" Izzy stood up and paced a small circle around them. "It's not like he could just stroll off. He was like 98% dead." "True," Sierra said. The trees around them rustled, and she had to squint to make sure no shadows were loping out toward them. She looked around at her friends' worried expressions, the smudged faces in the photograph, the Shadowshapers. Sierra looked at her hand. Wick had figured out she was a Shadowshaper before she'd even known. "What are we gonna do?" Izzy moaned. Wick had sent corpuscles after Sierra and Robbie, and they'd failed. He would probably try a Shadowshaper he'd be more likely to catch next. Someone who wasn't aware of the danger. Perhaps a new generation of Shadowshapers that must be looked into, Wick had written. Sierra stood up suddenly. "What is it?" Benny asked. "Juan!" Sierra threw her shoulder bag on and started heading for the bus stop. "I gotta warn him. Y'all coming?"